Hey gems, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am doing soft locks. I haven't did these in a long time, and the last time I did them, they were goddess. If you want to see that video, I'll have it in the corner, but I did start and I wanted to just show you guys how I am doing the first step. In the first step, I am just doing box braids, if you will. I'm cleaning up the parts and just doing box braids with her natural hair, or you can call them natural plaits or whatever. And I'm just braiding them all the way down in the direction that she wants, like you see, like so. This is the foundation of the soft locks. You don't want to just have loose hair and do the locks, because when you take it down, it could be very confusing. So, of course, I'm going to say foundation needs to be solid, because you always have to think about the takedown. And that is why I am braiding her hair from the root to the tip. When I do these plaits, I am not doing it tight at the base. It is more like a loose but firm plait or braid, if you will, because I am going to be later putting the crochet hook through her hair, and I want to make sure that it's not super tight. There's no need for it to be tight, because when I do the step after doing the Marley hair, I'm going to be wrapping it, and that will tighten up the base even more. So you want to do your plaits nice and loose but firm. You want it to be what it is. You don't want it to be too loose, but you don't want it to be too firm. And I just braid it all the way down to the end of her hair. Some people like to start off with a braid and then twist towards the ends, which you can do, but I like to just do a straight braid, because it depends on how long you keep it in. It could look a little when taking it out. Now I am doing the crochet hook. What I basically did was I put the lock extension on, and then I came up not to her root, but a little bit, I want to say a half an inch from the root, and I crocheted her braid. I folded it and I crocheted and pulled it through. It went a little fast, so I'm going to show you this multiple times. Then I grabbed the Marley hair. All the hair and tools I've used in this hair style will be in the description, but this is Marley twisted up hair, and I just bring that through the root. And the reason why that I do that is because I don't want it to be bulky. So that's why I don't bring her natural braid all the way up to the root. I want it to be looking like more natural, more flat, if you will. So that's why I do not bring her braid all the way up. And then I just wrap to the right. And I'm showing you this in real time with a little bit of speed. And the more you do this, the more like you get like a certain groove to it. So don't think, oh man, when you first start, I don't really have a groove. By the second row, you have a groove. And you do need to make sure you are holding the lock extension firm. And I'm going to show you that again. But I'm just wrapping the Marley hair all the way around past her hair, like so, like this. And you want to make sure you're just wrapping it all the way around. You don't have to wrap it super tight. You just want to wrap it where it's nice and firm. Then I palm roll it, and then I move on to the next one. You see, it looks really nice. It looks really natural. And that is the first two. Now I'm going to show you how I do it again. So I take the lock extension, which is essentially a crochet lock. I don't go all the way to the root. I hook the latch hook in to her braid, and then I pull the tip of her braid and wrap it around, like so, like that. And you want to put the Marley hair in with the crochet hook and go a little bit past, and that part you'll hold with your, it depends on what's your hand, but you see I'm holding after I went past on, and then the other hand I am wrapping. And you want to make sure you hold it in place, and you want to make sure it's tight but not super tight, because you can really break off the person's hair. But I do wrap around 3 times at the root, nice and tight, not extremely tight, but tight enough to know that it will not unravel. And then I just braid firmly, not braid, I just wrap firmly around. And then once I run out of hair with that, I continue to go down. Please subscribe, like, and follow if you haven't already. But I'm going to show you guys this again because it can be a little confusing if this is your first time. You do not want it super tight at the root because it can literally drive the person nuts of just being too tight. You wouldn't even be able to think. Trust me, I know. You see how I brought the lock up? I'm crocheting it through like so, like this, and I'm bringing it through. You can either wrap it around or you could just hold it in place. But I like to wrap it just to make sure it's not moving, because sometimes when you put the marley hair in, it moves out of place. So then I just bring the marley hair through the root, going past her hair where I folded it, and then I just begin to wrap. And this is more of a clearer shot of it, and I just wrap. Again, you want to make sure you make it pass, because when you remove these, you're going to cut where I'm going to show you guys in another video, but you're going to cut where you can see kind of where the wrap was, and you can feel like the thickness of where the person's natural hair is. But as I wrap, I'm running out of hair wrapping with this. So then I take the piece that I had going a little bit past, I want to say about 1.5 inches past her natural hair, and I just continue wrapping. And you can go up or you can go down just a little bit further up, but you know it's not where her hair is. And then you just palm roll it and it's done. I also want to say, when you bring the crochet lock extension through like here, you want to make sure you are looking at the end of your lock extension to make sure that it is falling where you would like it to be. With this hairstyle, because her hair is past her shoulder, I didn't have to really worry too much on where it fall. I kind of estimated like it's going to all fall at the same length. But as you get higher, you're going to move her plait down a little bit further of the braid. I hope that makes sense. You're going to fold it over and just plait it where you see where the end of the lock meets the other row, because you want to make sure all your rows are the same length. So folding it over pretty much determines where the lock will fall. So before you fold it, make sure you look at the bottom and see that, okay, this lock is falling where the other locks are falling. If not, you bring her braid a little bit further upward towards more of the base, or you could bring it downward depending on what length you desire. So I hope that makes sense. With her hair, she got a lock extension that goes past her thighs. So I just made sure they all went past her thighs, which is why I brought it up to the point that I brought it. And then I brought the crochet hook through. But if her hair was shorter, I wouldn't have to bring it up so far up of her braid, because her natural hair is a lot shorter. So as you can see right here, I don't have it maybe like 1/2 inch, or I do still have it 1/2 inch, because I want hers to kind of fall in a more of a layered look, not all the same length. So as you get at more of the crown of her head, you want to make sure that you maneuver it in a way that it is going either in a layered look or where you want them all the same length. It is really up to you, and that's where you determine where you fold the plait up after you put the extension onto her hair. I hope this all makes sense. I'm basically saying that you control the length. So if her hair was 3 inches, again, I would not be folding it as far up for a thigh length look, if you will. But since her natural hair is so long, I do it in that way. And I just want to say that once I got done, you can see the got to be spray. For each row, I would spray it with that. Even though I palm rolled it, I really don't have to worry about the marley hair unraveling. But you just want to make sure you're covering her plait with the marley hair. And sometimes to ensure that it does not unravel, I just spray the got to be spray on top of it, which I did not show on camera, but you do see it in the background. You can also use the got to be gel, and you can just wipe it on and palm roll it if you want, just to ensure that this does not unravel. But the marley hair pretty much seals the deal, because it is so nappy. It really can't find its way to unravel. And you just firmly just wrap tightly around, going past her natural hair and making it like probably like inches, so like I said before, past her hair, so you know when you take it out you don't cut it. If you are doing someone's hair in this hairstyle, I would recommend that you remove the lock for them. For my clients, I have it where the service also includes the removal of the lock, not take down the box braid plaits, but of the locks, because I've had a lot of girls say I end up cutting my hair. So by me being the stylist, I know exactly where their hair is, like how I did it, which where they may not know, but you can feel where I folded the plait upward on her hair. So, but for some people, they still just end up cutting upward. But I will be showing a removal video on how to remove these locks. It's very easy. It's a very easy hairstyle to do. But for some people, it can be a little challenging. So I will be showing you guys how to uninstall this hairstyle so you guys do not cut your hair. And if you want to see this in a goddess look, I will have a link card in the corner right, and I'll have the link in the description, and you can go watch that as well. You can easily boho this out with just getting like some crochet curly hair and just crocheting through the actual extension and putting curly pieces in, and then yeah, but here's the finished product. You see she got it super long, super duper cute. I end up cutting it to the mid back, but here's it in a bun. And it turned out super cute. I would not recommend putting these up right away in a ponytail. Wait at least a week. And here's some more tutorials to check out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe. Peace and hair grease.